Hey, happy Thursday. So we are in social studies again to read. Oh, sorry. 422. Hi. 422. Two. What you got? Something you're not supposed to have? Thank you. I just found the key to my keyboard that you ejected earlier this morning. Free market economy. The U.S. is a free market economy. It means that people can practice business however they would like to as long as it's legal. So they can sell things that are legal, they can trade legally, and they can compete legally. So they can't break the laws or then they're going to be punished. All right. Our words are profit, free market, competition, demand, supply, and scarcity. Now, in the last section, I forgot to tell you the vocab words. They were barter, which meant to trade, and a mint, which is where they make money. So I'm sorry about that. Today's words: profit is money that is left over after you've paid your bills, especially if you're running a business. Free market is allowing anything by law. Competition is when two businesses want the same people's money and they try to compete. So, like maybe they both sell pizza. Demand is customers want. And supply is what stores have. We're going to talk about that a lot, especially with coronavirus. What, baby? Why don't you go play outside? Do you want to be in the video? Or do you want your shoes off? Yeah. And then the last word is scarcity, which is when the product that people want is not available or there's a shortage. Yeah, are you singing? Are you singing? People in the U.S. have the freedom to start a business. When people start businesses, they hope to make a profit. A profit is the money left over after all the costs of running a business have been paid. Yeah, do you like that book? Now leave it sitting there. I got to see that page. The U.S. has a free market economy. In a free market economy, people can make and sell any product or service allowed by law. The government does not tell businesses what goods to make or what services to provide. They just simply say, is it legitimate or legal? Competition. To make a profit, business owners must offer goods and services that people want to buy. Businesses, oh baby, I can't see my book. What are you looking for, the mouse? There we go. You got it. Hi? Yeah? Oh. Oh, you want this? You want this? Oh, look at that little face. Look at that little cutie. Isn't he just darling? Thank you. Businesses are often in competition with one another. Competition. Competition is the contest among businesses to sell the most goods and services. How do you think businesses keep your attention? They lower their prices, or they have sales. They also do advertisements. Okay, baby. It's mommy's. Look, it's mommy's. Here, look. You can have Bubby's. Look. You can have your own. And then we're not in competition. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look. Now look, we're twins. Can you believe it? We're twins. Okay. For example, bookstore owners compete with each other. Each one tries to sell the most books. Competition can affect the prices of goods and services. Prices must be low enough to draw customers from other businesses that sell the same good or service. However, prices must be also high enough for the business to make a profit. So currently, some people were putting toilet paper on Amazon for skyrocket prices, and that's not very friendly. And Amazon decided that that was not what America needed right now, so they took those businesses, those marketers off the Amazon page. So if you've, oh my goodness, Rooney. Oh, this is going to be the most hilarious video yet. Are you going to find Daddy? No, he's not going to find Daddy. He still loves his mama. Baby, I'm trying to finish social studies. Can you go? I gave you your own headphones and everything. He stinkies, Daddy. Ooh. All right, there's a picture of some people at a bookstore at the bottom there. Now, if there was a bookstore across the street or down the street or in another town that had a lower price, do you think these ladies would have gone to it? Yeah, Americans are all about saving money and making a deal, making a bargain. So it's very possible they could have gone looking at a garage sale for the books and or just another store altogether. So some famous bookstores that compete would be like Books a Million and Barnes and Noble. And then now you have like digital books. So like iBooks, they compete. It's not exactly the same service because iBooks are all digital, like iPhone books. Audible, they compete with paper books because some people just don't like paper books. They really like the auditory books, or some people just really want the digital books. So the catch is to always find out what American consumers want, and sometimes businesses are behind, or sometimes they're so ahead of the curve that Americans or other nationalities turn away from it. So there's a tricky game that businesses have to play to figure out what their customers might want or they don't even know that they want. Supply and demand. Okay, this is what's happening now. What consumers want helps business owners decide what to make or sell. Consumers' wants create a demand or willingness to buy goods and services. So right now there's probably a demand for haircuts, but there's no services available. The products and services that businesses provide are the supply. So right now there's no supply of haircutting personnel because they're under lockdown from the governor. So the demand is high for haircuts, but they're unfortunately not available right now. Now, if it were a regular economy and we weren't doing this homeschooling and this lockdowns and quarantines, if there was a line at Sports Cuts or Sports Clips or your favorite barber, then that person is in demand. They're wanted for their services. Okay, so another thing that could be in supply and demand is toilet paper and Lysol wipes currently. So there was a demand for both products, but now the supply of both is low, or it's being restricted to buy only one. One per customer per day or even per week. Especially if you've got a card with that business like Sam's Club, they might be checking your account to see if you were there that week already. So supply. Sometimes there is a high demand for a product or service. Businesses offer a greater supply of it to meet the demand. For example, if a community has many pets, there will be a demand for pet care products and services. The demand for these goods and services will affect their price. Okay, so this chart is really important and it's a little complicated to understand. So I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to go really slow. Okay, consumers, are you and what? You're leaving? Where are you going? Oh, okay. Well, he needs a coat. Bye, Rooney. Bye-bye. What was I doing? Oh, your chart. Okay. Consumers like you and me or your parents want more. We have a high demand. I want it, I want it, I want it is demand. Like, Mommy, I want Cheetos with my dinner. I'm demanding. So when there is a high demand, they tend to have a high price. So that explains why people skyrocketed the price of toilet paper when coronavirus started, because there was a high demand for toilet paper. I still don't understand why, by the way. And then they jacked the price up and made it really high. All right, part 2 of the chart. Consumers want less. I don't really want it. That's kind of old. I'm over that. So it's a low demand. I'll pass. So then businesses lower their prices. They put it on sale. They put it on a buy one, get one. Or it's free altogether kind of thing if you buy the brand new thing. So that's low demand. Businesses produce more. Okay, so like pencils. In the summertime, Ticonderoga produces more pencils because in August, teachers, moms, dads, kiddos, secretaries, principals are going to need them pencils for school to start. So at the beginning of school in August, there is a high supply of pencils. And the price is low, like really low, like 10 cents for a package or something. Okay, high supply, lots and lots of pencils to choose from. You've seen the aisles of school supplies at Walmart. Businesses produce less. Well, come Christmas time, they don't need to produce that many pencils. They might have a little bit of a wave, but not near like it is over the summer. So now they have a low supply. Well, now they can raise the price. So in September, you bought pencils from the same store for 10 cents. And then come January, you're paying $1.10. So the price went up because there were less available to purchase. Do you guys understand that? Supply and demand affects prices. Scarcity. This is the one that makes me a little bit more nervous. Prices are also affected by scarcity of a product. Scarcity means that the supply of a product is not enough to meet the demand for it. So right now, the demand for coronavirus tests is high, but they are not available. Neither is a vaccine or any kind of medicine to help people with symptoms. So there is a scarcity of coronavirus tests. There's a scarcity of masks and probably a scarcity of healthcare workers. So we're low in supply, but we have a high demand. Suppose that a drought or a time of dryness, like in a desert, destroys all of the wheat crops. Well, what does wheat make? Bread, flour, biscuits, rolls, all the good stuff. English muffins, bagels. Are you getting hungry yet? Okay. So wheat then becomes scarce, and so its price has to go high. It doesn't have to go high, but these people that are farmers still need to make some money. They need to retain their business, and they need to make sure that they make back the money. So if they were supposed to sell wheat from April to September and the wheat didn't produce, it was only available from June to September, they've got to make the price higher so they can make up the money they didn't make from April to June. So scarcity can really jack up the price on things that are not available. That's the one that makes me a little more nervous. Typically in America, we have plenty of supply and consistent demand, but we've never really had to deal with much scarcity. Sometimes we worry that certain crops are not going to make it and there's going to be a scarcity, but hadn't happened in a long time. Okay. All right, that's all I got for social studies today and this week. If you have any questions on economy, let me know.